It should have been a night of pure celebration, filled with the sweet sounds of legendary musicians. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony usually showcases the best of the industry, the camaraderie, the enduring legacies. This year, however, the glittering Brooklyn event turned into a stage for a brutal takedown and the shockingly public downfall of the Sussexes. The drama reportedly began during Sir Elton John's acceptance speech. After the expected thanks to his mentors and longtime collaborators, the iconic singer swerved into unexpected territory. In a move described by witnesses as part mocking, part venom-laced, Elton turned his attention directly to Meghan Markle. "Meghan, darling," he purred into the microphone, "I know you must be having a hard time over there in California, being out of the spotlight. But please, for all our sakes, try to resist the urge to burst into tears at every opportunity. We've all had enough of the victim act. And could you do us all a favor and just leave the royal family alone?" The audience, reportedly a star-studded affair, gasped. I swiveled to Meghan, whose face drained of color. Beside her, Harry's expression transformed into a thundercloud as he glared at his former friend on stage. Sources described the tension as something you could practically taste, the atmosphere charged with shock. But Elton wasn't done. Instead of backing down, he leaned into his verbal assault. "Honestly, Charles and Will seem downright cheerful since you decided to ditch them for a bit of Hollywood glitz. You're no more popular here than a soggy crumpet, so do us all a favor, stay home next time." The final blow was a flourish of pure Elton, a dramatic drag on his cigarette, the flick of his sunglasses, and a dismissive strut off stage. Applause ripped through the auditorium, but behind him, Meghan was left shattered, reportedly dissolving into heartbroken sobs. Harry, jaw clenched, looked seconds away from physically attacking his former mentor. Backstage, the fireworks truly began. Harry raged at Elton, sources claim, while the music legend refused to back down. Insults flew, a brawl nearly broke out before security intervened. Meanwhile, Meghan was in hysterics, comforted by none other than Beyoncé and Adele. Her image as a composed, strong woman was in tatters. Humiliated, she and Harry fled the scene, leaving behind a trail of photographers desperate to capture their utter devastation. Word is that the royal family, far from sympathetic, are finding the whole thing a delicious dose of just desserts. After years of feeling betrayed by Harry's departure, they're privately reveling in the public unraveling of the Sussexes' carefully crafted image. Elton's vicious remarks were a public declaration of what many suspected: the Markles are done. Years of riding on royal connections and starry friendships have come to a crashing halt. Fashion powerhouses are dropping deals, Hollywood producers are ignoring Meghan's calls, and the couple's lucrative podcast contract is hanging by a thread. The night meant to be about music turned into a brutal reminder that even with titles and millions, some reputations may be beyond salvaging. For Meghan and Harry, the spotlight they so desperately craved now seems to burn with a far harsher light.